Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel, and if you are planning to move to Canada, this video is perfect for you. Everyone might have their own reason why they want to move to Canada. You might want to come here for further education, or you're looking for a better job. You might want to set up a business over here, or you are planning to visit your family members who are settled in this country, or you just want to visit the country because let's face it, Canada is a very beautiful country. Because there are so many options available, people often get overwhelmed about which option to choose based on their skills or qualification. So in this video, we'll talk about a brief overview of every different option you have and which option you should research if you are planning to move to Canada. So without wasting any time, let's get right into it. So basically there are two ways if you are planning to come to Canada. The first option is you can either come here on a temporary basis, or you can select the second option, which is to come here on a permanent basis. If you're planning to come here on a temporary basis, you basically have three options. You can either come here as a student, as a worker, or as a visitor. Now for all three options, you need a permit to enter Canada, and your permit will have an expiry date, which means you need to leave the country before your permit expires when you're planning to enter the country on a temporary basis. So we will discuss the first option, which is entering Canada as an international student. If you're planning to pursue a further education in a Canadian college or university, then this is the best option for you. This is also a very good way to enter Canada, because using this way you can have Canadian education and skills which will help you a lot when you are entering the Canadian job market once you graduate. The overall process for a student permit is also very easy, and the processing time is also very less. The option number 2 is entering the Canadian job market as a worker. So for this option you will need a work permit. There are basically two types of work permit: an open work permit and a closed work permit. So if you have an open work permit, you have the option to work for any Canadian employer and there are no restrictions on you. While on the other hand, if you have a closed work permit, you can only work for the Canadian employer that helped you to get that closed work permit. This option is also called the LMIA option, which is the Labor Market Impact Assessment, and we will discuss about the overall process in detail in a separate video. Moving on to the last option, which is entering Canada as a visitor. Now a visitor visa is valid for up to 10 years, and once you have a visa and you enter the country, you can stay for as long as 6 months. There are also certain restrictions that apply on a person that holds a visitor visa. One of them is you cannot work while you are on a visitor visa. You cannot get enrollment in any Canadian college or university when you are on a visitor visa. But apart from it, the overall process of applying for a visitor visa is very easy. Now we will talk about different options you have if you are planning to move to Canada on a permanent basis. The first option is applying under the economic class category. The Canadian government has started various programs under the economic class category, which gives an option to people all over the world to move to Canada permanently. If you are applying under any of the programs under the economic class, it is necessary for you to prove to the Canadian government that you have the skills, qualification and funds to establish yourself economically. So we are going to discuss each program that lies under the economic class category in a separate video, in which I will explain you what are the requirements of each program, the documents that you will need if you want to apply under any of the programs, and the step-by-step process of how to create and submit an application in detail. Now moving on to the next option you have, which is applying under the family class program. If you have a family member who is a permanent resident of Canada or a Canadian citizen, there is a very good chance that you qualify under this class. If you are applying under the family class program, you can either apply from within Canada or outside of the country, and we will discuss both the options in detail in a separate video. Now moving on to the last option, which is applying as a refugee or a protected person. Canadian government also provides help and support to people all over the world who make a refugee claim once they enter the country. Refugees are those people who are in need of help and who are not safe in their own country. This is also a complicated process, but we are going to discuss about this application as well in detail in a separate video. So in short, there are a number of options you have if you want to move to Canada, either on a temporary or permanent basis, and we are going to have a separate video on each option in detail, so stay tuned. And please don't forget to like this video and comments if you have any questions, and if you find this video helpful, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.